Hello Priyankini, how are you?
I'm good, Dakshesh. How are you?
Perfectly fine. Before we start to talk anything about your book and public speaking journey, please tell me something about yourself.
Great. Thank you so much for that opportunity, Dakshesh, to be a part of this show. And yes, my name is Priyankini, and I am originally from Orissa. I stayed in Bangalore for around 9 years, and now I'm in Kolkata. So, about my background, if I say I introduce myself as a mother of two beautiful angels, wife of a wonderful husband, a confidence coach, an author, and an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm the author of this book called Speak Out. I always keep it aside me because it's like a baby to me. So that's pretty much about me. I'm the founder of Speak Out Club. So Speak Out Club is a platform wherein I help people to speak confidently. So yes, that is pretty much about.
Few more things I would like to know about your book, which you have shown right now. What contents you have
Okay,
covered
sure.
in this book?
Yeah. So as you can see the name Speak Out. So from the name itself, I think many people will be able to guess like what is the book's about. It's Speak Out is about speaking, right? So yes, basically my book has three parts. It is so the whole book is for people who think that I'm hesitant, I'm shy, I'm not able to speak, I'm nervous. So those who want to come out of that, this book is all about them. So as I told, it has three parts. So it is like 999. Nine is my lucky number, so I always use nine. So nine. So there are 27 chapters. Okay, so the first nine chapters, they talk about my transformational journey as to how I transformed from a very shy kid to a wonderful speaker now, right? So those nine chapters about me, and the second half of the nine chapters, they are about. I have taken the interviews of nine eminent personalities like TEDx speakers, fashion designers, entrepreneurs, trainers, fitness enthusiasts. So I have just copied and pasted the interviews there. So I think every story is powerful, right? So that's the reason I think like whoever is reading that book, the people will be able to connect with at least one story, right? So the second part is that, and the third part, the last nine chapters, is more important because I have given some tools and techniques how to assess your confidence level right now and how to start working on that to the next level. Yeah, that's all about
Uh,
my.
Priyankini, it's great. Till date, I have listened words like corporate trainer, soft skill trainer, motivational speaker. But this is something new, confidence coach. So please add few more words about this.
Yeah, sure. So basically, it is not a new word nowadays. If you open LinkedIn, there you will find like more than 20 confidence coaches. Okay, but I would like to bring out like how I am different and what do I do. Okay, so basically, confidence coaching means working on the personality. Okay, now we have different areas in our life, right? It can be like the major areas are like health, wealth, relationship, and career. Right now, many people, many other confidence coaches, what they do is they work on all areas of life or the overall transformation of a person. But what I am expert in is the speaking area. I just help people to gain confidence in speaking. I help people to speak confidently. So that's what I do. And confidence coaching is something I completely relate to because there's a long story behind it, right? So 4 years back when I did my life coaching certification from Arfin Khan, so life coaching seemed to me very vague. Okay, vague term, because like there are a lot of things to do in the life coaching. So what next? I wanted to be specialized in one particular area. So as I have a lot of experience in this public speaking, so I thought, why not, like confidence? This is the area where I want to work. So that is about confidence coaching.
So may I ask that from where this your confidence is coming to train the people?
Okay. So I was just very curious, to hear this question. Okay, I always, because any platform invited for an interview, I love and love to share my story. So basically, as I told in the beginning, that I was a very shy kid, in the beginning. So it's all about a journey. It's about the challenges you take up, and just evolve to the next level, right? So that's what happened in my life. So I would like to, so it's nowadays, in fancy terms, we call it a hero's journey. So I would like to, like put across my hero's journey. So what happened is, I was a very shy kid, in the school, in the colleges, till the age of maybe 26, 27, 28. I was a backbencher throughout my life, See, it is not my mistake, but it is the problem of the place where I was born. I was born in a very small town in Orissa. And as you know, if you might know about the small towns, the people, the mentality is like that. They think that way. The thinking is very small, right? So, although, see, English was not a problem for me because I was fortunate to be a part of St. Mary's School, which is a convent school. But I was a very fearful kid, all the time. I don't know, I used to have that fear. I never had that confidence to, talk in the assembly, or sometimes if the teacher calls me to the front and speak. Never, I used to, unless I'm like pushed so much, right? So, and at my home also, my dad always used to, like, I still remember one incident, when my dad's friends came home, and my dad just called me, beta, aao, namaste bolo. Even now I can feel that, that feeling, that saying namaste to those uncles was a big thing for me. It was like a mountain, right? But there, after 26, 27 years, like once I got married and I went to Bangalore, that was the actual transformation that happened. Like when you like go from a very small town to a town to a city which is like pretty developed and much better, in terms of the career opportunity. So I started exploring many things, and thanks to my husband, he's very supportive, and he just lets me do everything whatever I wanted. And then I went in, I know I attended some I never used to miss any weekend, any seminar on, it can be on entrepreneurship, on public speaking, on confidence, so I just, anything on personal development, I just went and watched it. And the major transformation happened, when I took up a PGTI course at Indus International School, Bangalore, wherein like they had a collaboration with Birmingham City University, UK. So, one professor used to come from there and train us. Okay. So, that was the moment, like I was a backbencher. We were 50 teacher trainees, and it was the last of my end of my course, and 10 teachers were, I was pretty good in academics, and I was a topper. Okay. So I was chosen among the 10 teachers to present in front of Professor Simon, and I was very much hesitant. I told the coordinator, ma'am, I won't be able to do it. It's okay if somebody else presents my content, but she told that, like, are you mad? Are you crazy? Just go and present. And I did it. And I still remember that picture, these bigger glasses than this, all the hair tied up to a bun. And when I did the presentation, I got a standing ovation from Professor Simon. He literally stood up and clapped in front of the whole, I think 3,000 audience, right? So that was a moment which completely, entirely changed my perspective towards myself. I kept believing that I'm a shy kid, I'm hesitant. But that particular moment completely changed me as a person. Like, I became so confident. I started feeling that, today I did so well. I spoke so well, like a native speaker giving a standing ovation was a huge thing for me that time, and I got that confidence that when I can speak, I can make people speak. I can train anybody in public speaking, right? So that was when a public speaking trainer in me was born. Yeah, so that's my journey.
Great, perfect. Priyankini, would you like to share this writing journey of this book? How you converted raw ideas of that book into a perfect book for
Okay.
upcoming writers? What you would like to share for budding writers?
Okay. So, for the upcoming writers, I would just say one thing, that, anybody and everybody has a story. And believe me, your story has the power to impact the world. You have the power to inspire the world. Only thing is, you have to believe in yourself. It's as simple as that, right? And when it comes to, putting the thoughts into the paper, yes, it was a big challenge for me as well, and it's just taking a target and doing it. Okay. So the moment from when I thought of writing a book, I think it took me around 2-3 years to just uh, be in the thinking level. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'll write. Okay, my mentor also pushed me, when I was doing that Arfin Khan's course. So it was a part of his course to, you have to write a book. Although I wanted to write a book, but then that was a good opportunity. Okay, okay, let's write. Now, when 1 year or 2 years passed away, and already 2, 3 people they wrote their book and published. That was when it gave me a push. Oh my God, no, I have been a topper, and here also I have to prove that I'm a topper. So that's when I started. So what happened is, just the thoughts, like one thought which comes, you have to just note it down. Doesn't matter whether you're traveling, so you have to keep a book and pen and paper everywhere, or it can be a tab. So you have to record those thoughts anywhere you want, because those thoughts, they do not come all the time, right? So it's all about gathering the thoughts first. Because so what I did is, from the day I decided I want to write, so I started writing at least 2 pages every single day. And that was the morning time, early morning when I wake up. So I have something called hour of power. Okay, so in that particular time, nobody can disturb me. So once I wake up for 1 hour, like nobody will ask me anything, because they know that I'll not listen to them. So I used to write 2 pages, and yes, I think after 30 days precisely, I remember, I completely ran out of thoughts. Like I was completely stuck, and I was like, what next? There's nothing in my mind. I'm not getting any ideas to write. Right now, what I did is I started talking to people in my community itself. So there are very good people, because Arfin Khan, he's a big brand in the coaching industry, and the people in his community, they are also like pretty much very like high-fi people. So I started talking to them, and they told me that, why don't you interview people, who have crossed the same journey which you have, overcome, the challenges, and talk to them. And that's how the ideas came to me. And then I started talking to around 20 people and selected 9 interviews from them. And that's how I wrote it. It's all about first, capturing the thoughts in your notebook, and then selecting them, and you have to filter them out as different chapters. First decide like how many chapters, and automatically, once the thoughts are in one place, to bring it into a sequence, I think it becomes very easy. Now once you are ready with the first 9 or 10 chapters, I think, like like, as I really believe in the universe, when you put the first step, the second step becomes visible, right? So that's what happens in a book is that, like, it becomes easy after you are done with the 8 to 9 chapters. You will just experience that free flow of thoughts. There will be some guidance. Yeah,
Priyankini,
that's.
what missions and goals you want to achieve through your public speaking, and what are the efforts you are putting behind it? Please.
Thank you so much for this question. Even I was waiting for this question as well. So, thank you. I am on a mission to transform 1 million hesitant people into confident speakers in the next 3 years. Okay, that is my mission. And I think till now, in these 6 years, this is the 7th year running, I have worked with close to 2 lakhs people in the sense graduates and professionals, to make them speak confidently. Okay, so now again on my journey, if you ask me how am I doing it, yeah, so I do not miss out on any opportunity. If I get anything, anybody just calls up, or maybe I see it on social media, that I don't consider an opportunity as a small or a big, right? Whatever I get, whenever I get a chance to transform people, and help them gain their confidence, I just jump into that opportunity and take it. That is one aspect. The second aspect is, I never stop learning. Even now I'm open to learn. Now, yeah, I would like to bring out few mentors whom I have like followed, and from whom I have learned, so that it will be helpful for the people as well. So in these 6 years time, I have learned from 10 plus mentors and invested more than 10 lakhs in my self development. Okay, so see, not only money, obviously I have invested my time, my efforts, my energy, everything, because that is important if you actually want to grow to the next level, right? So the mentors I would like to mention is like Jack Canfield, Les Brown, Arfin Khan, Rahul Bhatnagar was my first mentor 6 years back, Praveen Vadelkar, and now, after setting my business, the business part, the marketing part, I have been learning from Avi Arya, Purushottam Hambade, Siddharth Rajsekhar. These are some of the mentors. And I'm recently I became a part of PSAI. PSAI is Professional Speakers Association of India. So I'm always open to learn. I want to transform more and more so that I become more confident and I make my community people more confident.
Great. Priyankini, basically you are engineering student, right? So how you find
Yes.
this all this mechanism interesting in public speaking and all? You're journeying from engineer to a public speaker.
Okay. So that's an interesting question because as I already mentioned that I am from a very small town, and you might be knowing the expectations of parents and the people around you, right? You need to have a secure job. You need to have a the proper mundane entering into the rat race. So that kind of expectations even I had. My dad wanted me to be a banker. Okay, so after engineering in biotechnology, see, before I took biotechnology, like there were very much of flashy words coming to me. Like somebody told my dad that it's a booming field, it's this and that. After completing my biotechnology, I realized and I got to know the reality that there is no scopes in India unless you do MTech in biotechnology or some higher studies, and that I was not. Given a chance to do it, I could not pursue because I got married. So that was the time when I decided that, when I cannot pursue this as a career, so let me just change it. Now, when I decided to change it, now what? Right? So that it was like God guided or it was a universe guided, process, I would say. Because after that, like I was completely confused. And then my dad was like, what are you doing? And then do something, right? So I asked him, like, what do you want me to do? Then he told, write bank exams, be a banker. So see, from within, I never ever wanted to be a banker because that's a monotonous job, and I am into more creativity. Okay, I never liked bank and all, but then I wanted to prove it to my dad. Okay, so that time when I was married, like immediately after 9 months, I had a kid. With the kid, I was writing bank exams for 3 long years. I wrote IBPS exams, and finally, I was aiming for PO, but I cleared clerical. Okay, UCO Bank, and after I cleared UCO Bank, I was posted into a very remote area. That time I was in Bangalore, and the place was Dodalahalli. That was around 80 kilometers from my place. And that time, guess what? I was 5 months pregnant with my second kid. Okay, so I had no other option but to leave the job. So after 3 days, very happily, I just wrote the resignation. I was very happy about my decision, but the people around me, I'm, like sorry to say that that time my dad was no more to witness my success, but the other people, my masi, my chachi, my sisters, they were just jumping on my head. What are you doing? Are you crazy? Like 3 years, you have sacrificed so much. You have put your baby somewhere, and you went to give the exam, and now you are saying that you want to leave it. I go, yes. First is my another baby. My health is the priority, right? So that's how I ended up, into like the public speaking, like the PGDI course in this international school. And after part of the story I have already told you. So that's how, and I'm really, really passionate about what I'm doing now. That is why I told you that this is a God guided, area which I have taken up. The universe is guiding me that, okay, people need you. Come on. And I'm so passionate about this and really happy, and I love doing it.
Priyankini, final words of this conversation. What continuously motivates you for writing and speaking? Final words of conversation.
Okay, the best part of this is when my students, my clients come to me and say that, ma'am, whatever I have improved is because of you. I think that is something beyond money. That is something like gives a lot of relief and satisfaction to my heart, and that keeps me going. The more I do, the more I want to do. Even I create a lot of free content as well in the social media for my students and all, and whatever questions they ask, and they the feeling that they take me as an expert, and they think that I have the answers to their question. That feeling is very, very important for me, and I think that is the inner motivation uh, for me.
Great, Priyankani. Thanks a lot for this mind-blowing conversation. Thanks a lot. And keep doing what you are doing. Keep spreading positivity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dakshesh.